Alright, enough is enough. What in the junkyard dog is going off in the age group triathlon scene, more specifically with people putting bottles or camelback bladders or other things down the front of their skin suits or tri-suits during the bike leg of a triathlon. Now I know that this technology or this idea isn't new, particularly in the time trial world in the UK. People have done it for years in longer distance TTs for hydration, but I think it is quite new that people are accepting that there is an aerodynamic gain to be gained from it. This has been made more popular by people like Joe Skipper, Magnus Ditlev, to name but a few, but this is trickling down into the age group ranks, and it's only because I've attended a full distance triathlon recently and made a video from the day. When I've been looking back through the footage, most of which I didn't use, I've noticed how many people are doing this, and I thought it was worth making a video about. Now I want to be really clear, I'm not criticising these people. You do what you want to do with regards to technology and regards to setup, and it is completely within the rules provided it's got fluid in it, so do what you like. This is just an observation. I thought it was interesting to see how many people are doing this, and if any of those people who are in this video want to share their thoughts down below, please do feel free to do so. So let's have a look at what is going on. So here we go on the mountain line. This gentleman here has got a bottle in the middle of his bars and a bottle behind his saddle which looks like it's got spares in, and then quite clearly got a bottle down the front of his skin suit. We can see there, it's definitely a bottle and skin suit there. It could just be for hydration, it could be for aero, I don't know. On to the next clip. Now this is a group which is quite far towards the front of this race, so very competitive triathletes. See here, this gentleman at the front has got a bottle down the front of his skin suit. Second has also got a bottle down the front of his skin suit. It's hard to see how much fluid they're also carrying on their bike, but bikes have never been more well set up, have they, for carrying stuff. Here we go, this is the same guy, so a bottle behind the saddle and a bottle on the front of the skin suit. And that Scott also has hydration built into the front of the bike as well, so maybe it is just for aero, maybe it is for nutrition as well, I don't know. This is the same guy from earlier, still running a bottle on the front of his skin suit. There we go, you can see it's quite obviously a bottle. A little bit further back, here's another one, bottle on the front of the skin suit, and one bottle between the bars, but I do know those Cervelo P3s do have a bladder inside the frame as well, I think. I don't know if he's using it, I can't see a straw, but interesting. Another one. This gentleman actually won the race, so clearly something works, but again, running into transition, obviously got a bottle on the front of his skin suit there. You can see he runs into transition, he goes to pull it out, and it's just a bottle. Same thing there, another bottle on the front of the skin suit. And that is essentially it. Like I said, I didn't record the whole day from every single competitor, but I thought it was interesting to have a look at and to acknowledge that people are doing this. Now, obviously, I have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to share my thoughts whether they're wanted or not. I acknowledge that there is a gain to be had from doing this. I'm not quite sure it's the best, or I'm sure it's not the best in terms of safety. I think if you fall off your bike and you fall on your front, it's just something else that's going to cause you some injury. But as the rules currently stand, it is within the rules, so people are free to make their own minds up, aren't they? I'm not completely innocent. I've never put anything down the front of my skin suit. Last year, Ironman Cork 70.3, my spares box came off the back of my bike. It was rattling around, so I pulled it off and stuck it down my tri-suit. Now, if there was a rule saying you can't have anything down your suit, I'd have been disqualified then, but there wasn't, so I just sort of did it to get around and to not have to throw 200 pounds worth of spares on the floor. My other thoughts is that bikes have never been more well set up for hydration optimization, and events are very well supported in terms of feed stations, so I don't think there's the real genuine need for you to carry fluid in that way, in addition to other areas of your bike you can carry fluid on. Now I can see the performance benefits, and for example, let's say a bottle behind the saddle that's just purely speculative costs you 5 watts, so it's 5 watts slower. Well, if you've got one down the front of your skin suit that's saving you 5 watts, that's a 10 watt gain versus the one behind your saddle. Whether those numbers are in any way close or not, I don't know, but I can see how it is tempting to do it, and I can almost understand the thought process. I think I'm more okay with a camelback bladder than I am a bottle, just because of the safety thing, but I stand by what I said earlier. It is within the rules, people do what they like, but I just thought I'd share my thoughts, and please do share yours in the comment section down below. Interesting, hey?